economy and coming back to
The
making some more
Baldwin.
movies. It looks like Alec Baldwin case has been dismissed with prejudice over
I knew they were
misconduct.
racist.
Exactly, man. It was in New
I'm just
Mexico.
kidding.
You already know. If you don't remember what was going on, Alec Baldwin was filming a Western movie back in
Rust.
2020 called Rust.
Hmm.
I mean, it was basically he was filming a scene where he was holding the gun, he was pointing the gun, and he was pulling the trigger. They said it's in the script that for him to pull the trigger, he basically pull the trigger. Well, he didn't pull the trigger. He said he didn't pull the trigger. The person got shot. Now they passed away. Also, who else got hit? Joel, the director, got hit, and the person Haley got hit. She was a cinematographer. She's the one that passed
It was a
away.
whole weird situation. There wasn't supposed to be live ammo on a movie set, and unfortunately, three people got shot, and then that one girl lost her life. Was she like assistant director or
She was a
something?
cinematographer.
Cinematographer, and unfortunately, she lost her life. But there was never supposed to be any ammo. And there's someone called an armor that's supposed to kind of like direct the use of firearms,
Hannah
even
Gutierrez.
if you're gonna have the use of props,
Hmm.
because even though it's like they're basically like real guns, say you're using blanks, so you still have like real firearms, so they got to check them. So it's I don't understand how he was ever charged, but I guess they're just saying like negligence because he was kind of flashing guns around, like playing with it like it's a toy, and it's
Yes.
unfortunate that that lady lost her life, but it wasn't like he was trying to shoot anyone, or why wouldn't make sense. Why would he kill someone on a movie set?
That's true. That's true. That's true. But at the same time, it's a gun. Why are you acting reckless with a gun? Why would you ever
Because you
point?
think you
Would
think
you
it's
point
a
a gun at your mama if it's
no,
loaded or not? Would you do exactly? You gonna check it before you do it.
no.
Exactly. So
But if I had a
regardless,
prop gun, I'd point it at you.
but it's not.
I'm
But you
just
know
kidding.
it's a real gun.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's the case that
No,
the other
you
team
should
is trying to
always know
prove.
gun safety. You never point a muzzle at anyone unless you're going to use it.
Exactly, and that's what they're trying to say. Even though it's in the scene, it's a Western movie. They saying Alec Baldwin was acting reckless with the gun. They had several video scenes where Alec Baldwin, with the director yelled "cut," Alec was still pointing a gun at people, still shooting, hitting the click button, making noises. So I mean, they're saying he was basically acting reckless, doing
He's
things he
acting like a
shouldn't,
kid.
basically acting like a kid, doing things he shouldn't be doing. So that's the reason for this situation. And it looks like you would have thought they would have won because I mean, at the end of the day, I would have considered it reckless because I mean, it's something. Like you pointed a gun, you shot somebody, you hit him. I don't know if it's reckless to the point where you're gonna get jail time, or reckless to the point where you're gonna just get probation.
Yeah.
But it is reckless. But I mean, it looks like here the judge had another thing coming. We got Alec Baldwin basically smiling, showing how happy he is that he basically won the case. They're going to come back and let you know how he won the case right after this.
Motion to dismiss with prejudice is granted.
With prejudice.
Now, with respect to the jury, I don't imagine you all want to return on Monday. I will take care of the jury.
Thank you.
We are in recess.
Horrible,
Alec
horrible.
walks. The Baldwin strikes again in stunning twist. Baldwin shooting case thrown out because of lies and deceptions by the prosecutor.
Exactly, man. It all started with the gun that was alleged used to shoot Haley was basically destroyed in evidence. They said they tried to tried to use it, tried to basically see if the trigger was faulty because that's what Alec was saying. He's saying that he never pulled the trigger. It was a faulty trigger, but the gun broke. So that's one thing the defense said that Alec's team said that whether that happened, and also Alex's team is saying that the defense has such a hard time, such a hard on for trying to convict Alec Baldwin for this crime that they missed several steps, basically to prosecute him. One of the steps was the gun. Another step was the fact that
They had ammo that was recovered, live ammo, and that they didn't even put it in like the case file. They made a whole different fake case file and put it in there. And it's like, why would you even do that? It doesn't make sense.
exactly. And on their team, on their side, they're saying that they feel like these bullets weren't used going to use on the crime scene. Number one, and also number two, Alec Baldwin isn't on trial for bringing bringing the live bullets, ammunition to the scene. Alec Baldwin is charged for being reckless with the gun, but it didn't matter. Alec Baldwin's team basically stuck on target. They said, no, guys had a hard on for him the whole time. You guys wanted him. As soon as this happened, you didn't ask any questions. You just wanted to arrest him, and that's basically wrong. And I mean, they had a lot of evidence to prove the fact that, that what they're saying was true, and the simple fact that, the bullets were basically put in a whole different file under a whole different name. It's just icing on the cake.
Your favorite actor, Tragic Baldwin, strikes again.
Exactly, and the fact that if this would have happened with like a rookie lawyer on their side, on the state side, that they probably would have did a mistrial.
It was a district attorney.
But it was somebody,
a
district attorney that had more rep, had more season, wasting more season in the game, and even they messed up, and it was just horrible on their part. I mean, New Mexico big fail. They lost a lot of money in this situation, basically in this whole trial, because now, I mean, they're saying that Alec Baldwin could turn around and sue them for basically not giving them a fair trial. I mean, you hid evidence, you basically destroyed the gun, you didn't let them test it. I mean, it's just a lot of things going on.
It's crazy how much we're seeing this, and lately, where we see that the DA or whoever the prosecutor is so thirsty that they cut corners or even straight up lie or are deceitful to try to get a win, and then they get caught up and they got to throw the whole case out. Even if the person was guilty, they just try to do it in such like a skeezy way that they get the case thrown out. Like we're seeing this in Young Thug's trial. They're actually giving him a new lawyer, right?
Yeah, they're giving him a new judge on the Young Thug case, on the YNW Melly case, which we're gonna talk about later. They're giving him a whole new reset trial date in 2025. I mean, it really looks like here when you pay for a lawyer, you're paying for them to make sure that the cops did their job. They dotted their I's and crossed their T's. They said what they were supposed to say, because a lot of times, to the regular person, like, you didn't know that the cop violated your rights, that they weren't supposed to do this, to say this to you, and it could get you out the case. And I mean, that's what it's looking like time and time again. You got this situation. I mean, you got the O.J. Simpson situation. I mean, he got out of that. So I mean, it's looking like here. Do you feel like actors should be charged with basically situations like this? Especially if they're doing Western movies where they have to use guns?
I think if you have movie props or real guns with blanks in them, basically, or props that could be, potentially used like a real gun, that who's ever in charge of that, which is always the armor, is what they were saying during the case, is a person that's like kind of like looks over everything, make sure everything's safe and good to go, and if they're not doing that or having live ammo on a movie set, which doesn't make sense, and someone accidentally uses that, that's on the safekeeper. Like, that's literally their job, is to safekeep, and it's like they're liable for that. So
True.
I think that's the only person that could really get in trouble, and I never really thought that he was guilty of anything from the get-go since they first started covering it.
It was just basically to ruin his reputation in Hollywood. I mean, it's just wrong how the person, the lady, the gun handler, the person that should have actually inspected the gun and made sure that there were no real ammunition in the gun, she's actually in jail right now, serving a sentence of 18 months. So, I mean, she's about to get out soon. But they're saying that they may file an appeal to try to get her out, because just like, I mean, it was some missed things done in Alec Baldwin's trial, there were some things done in her trial also, where like she wanted the bullets, but they were slow poking, not giving them the evidence in time. And then when it was about time for the court to happen, and they finally got the information, they had to send it. If they sent it off, they wouldn't have got in time for. They wouldn't have got the information results back in time for the court case. They would have to wait till the appeal to happen. So, I mean, that messed up her whole case, but, I mean, we will keep you posted on her and seeing if she will get her case dismissed.
Early, but what's crazy is they were saying that she, like, dang near might serve her whole time before.
I mean, 18 months is not that long.
She gets out, because, this case has been going on
since 2020?
Yeah. 20?
Yeah, I mean, they happened in 2020.
God dang. So, we'll see kind of where that lines up. But, comment down below. Do you believe the Baldwin? Do you believe he's innocent? Should they be more careful on movie sets?
Of course.
That's how Bruce Lee's son passed away.
How did he pass away?
He did the movie The Crow. Was
I
his
remember that.
first movie. In the scene where he's like running down like the long dinner table and they're all shooting at him, there was a real bullet in like one of the guns, and he got hit and for real died right there. And they had to get like someone else to finish the movie, but because they had filmed like most of it, so like a couple of the other scenes were filmed with someone else. But they had like the main scenes.
Did somebody
of the
go to jail
movie.
for that?
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Comment down below
Like
if
they ruled
anybody
it
goes
as
to jail
like
for
an
that.
accident. A lot of people believe that it was like the mafia over there or something that had something to do with it, because they always had something to go against Bruce Lee.
That's crazy. Comment down below some other tragic situations that happened on set. I mean, that's crazy. You shouldn't be charged with things like that unless you knew it was a live loaded gun or you didn't. Or you,
Oh, you know we should go is like
Who?
the Exorcist. That movie had some weird stuff allegedly happen like on the scenes while they were filming it. It got real spooky. But let's go ahead and move on.